Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Red here from Mrs. Red's Art Room, and we are about to go through what will be in the November Red's Art Cart. It's crazy how quickly a month goes by. I do have a little sample again to show you what we might have in the cart, or what is in the cart. What do you reckon? What kind of month do you think this one's going to be? Let's go have a look. So we've gone with a gouache paint theme for the November art cart. Let's have a look at the brushes to begin with. These are the S&S brand brushes. So S&S is one of the art suppliers I use, and it's their own brand of brush. There's quite a few different ones in this range. I've just chosen to go with 3 different sizes. They are a golden sable, which is actually an imitation sable filament or a fibre, but it means that because they're imitation, it just means that the price wise they're affordable, and they're perfect for watercolour, acrylic, the gouache, and also oil. Although I don't know, I think they're a bit soft for oil, but anyway, that's what they've said they're for. Then moving right along, we'll just go straight to the gouache paint. Now, the brand of this paint is actually very, very tiny down here. It's an Italian paint, May Marie or May Mary. I'm not sure of the pronunciation of it. But in this little set, you're getting 3 primary colours plus black and white in 20ml tubes. So I'm leaving that one all wrapped up. And I have it here unwrapped. Now I should just say that this is actually the what it came wrapped in, and on the flip side of that is actually a colour chart. So what you're getting is the primary yellow, blue and red, and from those colours you can start to make these colours in the colour wheel. So that's the nice thing about it. This is my example. This is the example artwork. So you can see that all this has been made from those 3 colours. So let's have a look at inside there. Very cute little box. So this is the box that I have used. That's why they're already been pressed a little bit. Quite a large tube for gouache, I reckon. With the gouache paint, it was really popular, say 30 years ago, with commercial artists, which are now referred to as graphic designers. I studied graphic design and did graphic design for 10 years, and I actually did computers as a subject. So a lot of our artworks, showing my age here, a lot of our artworks we had to actually draw up and lay out, and gouache was the paint that we used over acrylic because of its opaqueness. So it just doesn't thin out. It's a very thick style of finish, and it dries really quickly, both on the paper and on your palette as well. You can water it down. It does have watercolor effects, which is really nice to use. It's a personal favorite of mine, probably because back in the day when I was doing graphic design, we just didn't have computers back then. It was a subject. I did it once a week for about, I don't know, 2 hours or something. And it wasn't really that long ago, 20 years I'd say. So this artwork here, which there is a video for it that will be uploaded as soon as this video has been uploaded, that has been created with those 3 primary colours and the white and the black, and that's what that palette there is all about. That's all the colour mixing I've done. I'm not going to be doing an actual demonstration with these for you in this video because it's really simple. You squeeze some out, you get your brush, put a bit of water on it and paint away. So there's the beautiful little artwork that I have done. It's been done on the Stonehenge paper, which if you've been with me for a couple of months now, you would have got Stonehenge in a previous art cart. I think it was the Skin Tone art cart. A beautiful paper to use, and I had a lot of fun doing this little painting, little illustration. Yeah, it was really nice. Something else that I'll mention also before I move along is that in the past, the only gouache that I've used before was the Winsor & Newton brand. So it was nice to try something different. There is a price difference. This is the cheaper version. I wanted to give everyone the 3 primaries plus the black and white. I wouldn't have been able to do that within the Art Cart budget in the Winsor & Newton range. So it was good to be able to compare, and if anything, this just, it came out a little bit more lumpy out of the tube, but when I was painting I didn't feel there was any difference at all. It felt exactly like the Winsor & Newton tubes, which is a good thing. Alright, so we'll move on to the palette here. Obviously you can see that that's the palette I have used. That is the nice clean palette that you're going to receive. I chose this palette purely because of the size, that it would fit into the art cart, and I do want to be able to give you a palette if we are doing a painting theme. 7 little wells in it and the 2 big ones. So for me, I'm thinking this is a great little palette. It's a real sort of travel size palette as well. Also, like I mentioned, the gouache will dry up really quickly, both on your paper and in the palette. That's not a problem. When you're actually working with it, you just keep putting water onto it. I then had a look online to find out what I can do with this palette now. If, let's say, I had squeezed out quite a bit of white and I don't want to waste my white, I have read online that I can put that into, say, a pestle and mortar, add a tiny bit of water, give it a little bit of a go over, and it will come back as fresh as it came out of the tube. So that's nice to know. I think if you were to just add water to it, it will still work, but it will be more of a watercolor effect. Whereas if you're got a larger bit that's dried, then the pestle and mortar way seems to be the way to go. I don't know if my pestle and mortar isn't sealed, so I don't think my husband would be very impressed if I went and put paint into that. And but yeah, nice little palette, that one. And then this, I just love this little pad, or booklet I should say. It's the Derwent brand. I don't know if, no, it's very matte, so it's actually a suede finish. A6 in size, incredibly cute. I can see this and this. In fact, this whole little kit could well be a little travel kit for you. Add a couple of marker pens and I think you're done. So this paper, they say it's got 80 sheets in it, but I think it's 80 pages all up, like 40 sheets. It's a 200 GSM acid-free paper. So you can see that it's quite thick, sort of business card thickness. It doesn't say that it's a mixed media paper, but I reckon it will take paint, watercolor, a light wash. It will take it really nicely. It's got a little bookmark ribbon in it. This obviously comes off, that little label, and I don't know what you'd use this for, maybe for tiny little things, but there's a little pocket. I can't seem to be able to clip it up. A little pocket, there we go. I'll slide that in, that you could chuck things in, and that's in the front and the back of the little notebook. Well, that one's actually a bit more of there we go, look at that. Perfect. So a suede finish, and then it's got that little elastic band there as well to keep it all together. I adore these. I think it's just the size. I think I'm just a little notebook girl, and I find it really hard to actually start drawing in them too. I don't know if anyone else has got that problem. I definitely don't start on that first page. I start a few pages in. They're just so sweet the way they are. And then there's that there. Now, of course, and I haven't got them in front of me, but you get your little, actually, I do have one. I'm reaching. There's the little trading card that comes in everybody's kit as well. Oh, God. Okay, so I just had to adjust the lighting there. Sometimes when things get too close to the webcam, they actually disturb the lighting. So apologies for that. So just to finish up, you get your little trading card. As I explain in every cart, these are an optional thing. They're a bit of fun. You can use it as a bookmark if you need to. You don't have to do anything with this. You could do a little artwork on it and give it to a friend. You could stick it on your fridge, or you could quite simply send it back in the mail to me and I'll put it in someone else's future art cart. And that little card there is purely for social media purposes, so that you can actually, if you're photographing your artwork, you just stick that into your photo, and it just gives me a little bit of a promotion as well. And I think that is it for this art cart. Remember, this artwork, I don't know what the title will be of it, but it will be uploaded as soon as I've uploaded this video. Have a look at that being painted. I am an incredibly slow painter. I'm a slow artist, to be honest. I draw slowly, I paint slowly, I do everything slowly. I even cook slowly, and but I will speed it up. So I'm not going to put you all through the pain of me actually taking forever painting that. And I think that is it. So please go and enjoy this. I do see this as something that is really portable this month. Take this anywhere. The only thing that you have to get is a bucket of water. Really, that's it. Beautiful. Love to see your work. Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, put your artworks up on social media, say hello however you can for me, okay? Have fun. Bye.